Hello, Hollywood Times viewers. Judy Shields here with the Hollywood Times, and today we're joined by our partner in crime from Georgia, Solly. Hey, Solly, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Judy. How are you?
Awesome. I'm so glad to see you and be here with you. I'm really excited. We have two special guests with us. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Go ahead, guys.
David?
My name is David Liner. Uh, I'm 25 years old. I grew up in Long Beach, California, and I have cerebral palsy.
Okay, Stephen.
Yep, I'm Stephen Schaffold. I work with Easterseals of Southern California. Been with the organization just over a year, and I'm the manager of the WorkFirst services here in the North region, i.e. LA.
Great, and that's what we're here to talk to you today about. I understand it's a National Disability Employment Awareness Month, which is like super cool. So Sully's gonna take over and ask you some questions, and if I have any, we'll continue from there. Go ahead, Sully, you take it.
Yeah, so what is the mission of Easterseals?
Well, the mission of WorkFirst, the department that I work in, is to provide everyone, regardless of disability, with an opportunity to live a meaningful life via meaningful employment. We believe that everyone, regardless of disability, should have the opportunity to work. And we have a zero exclusion criteria when it comes to helping people find work. The only criteria that we have is that you have to want to work. If you want to work, we will work with you.
Cool. How do you guys more or less accomplish your mission?
Well, we work with the regional centers. So where I'm at, we work with Westside Regional Center, Harbor Regional Center, and to a lesser extent, Franklin D. Lanchman Regional Center. And we get referrals from the case managers at the regional centers. They send us their individuals who they feel would benefit most from our what we do, which is customized employment. Yeah, that's how we go about getting our referrals, through the regional centers.
What programs do y'all have?
Well, we do what's called customized employment. So we do what's called a process of discovery. And discovery is 6, 7, 8 weeks, even sometimes more, of just getting to know the individual, figuring out what their passions are, what their skill set is, where their heart is, where they excel. Just really getting to know the individual on a personal basis. And over those 6, 7, 8 weeks, we do different things. We go into the home. We go out into the community, and we do what are called discovery activities, both familiar and unfamiliar. We interview people who know our job seekers best. And we really just, we really get to know the whole person. So we can then go in and customize a position based on the skill set and the passions of the job seekers. So we do that by coming up with themes. David, do you remember what your themes were for your discovery process? I know it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. It was I think speech,
Okay.
history, and maybe music.
Okay.
Something to that effect. I'm not sure if that's accurate.
Okay, we'll go with that. So yeah, we come up with the 3 themes, and then we start targeting businesses based on those themes. So we go into smaller businesses, because smaller businesses, you're oftentimes dealing directly with the business owners. You don't have to go through a hierarchy of HR and all that stuff. You're dealing directly with the business owners, and we essentially create a position based on what the business is lacking and what the individual has to offer. So we kind of meet at that sweet spot.
What percentage of the workforce in the United States has a disability?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Let's see. I think we have a note here that says, according to the CDC, 25% of the U.S. residents more than 61 million people across the country have a disability. Of those, 23% live in California, more than 9 million, nearly 5.5 million of them in SoCal. There you
Okay.
go.
Thank you, Judy.
Good question, Sully.
Yeah.
We just happen to have the answer. Go ahead, Sully.
Okay. So, David, in what ways does your cerebral palsy affect your daily life?
My cerebral palsy affects my daily life in quite a lot of ways. It's difficult for me to do things that a lot of people can normally do, be it something as simple as tying my shoes. I can't tie my shoes, for instance. But how it really affects me a lot is I can't move as much as most other people. I run out of energy pretty quickly compared to other people because of how my cerebral palsy affects my hands. It's hard for me to grab things, hold on to things, carry things sometimes, depending on how much they weigh. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
See, I can't tie my shoe either, so I just asked pretty girls to do it for me.
Yeah,
That's an
exactly.
advantage right there. You get to talk to pretty girls. Yeah.
You're lucky you live across the United States, Sully.
Anyway,
Oh.
so my philosophy is to stand out. I never try to fit in, but that's just me. I know I'm a lot different from a lot of other people. What is your philosophy, David?
Well, I really like your philosophy. I think my philosophy is kind of the same, to the effect that it's in my mind it's okay to stand out and not to be, the same as everybody else. And no matter what happens, just keep working the best that you can. Just keep being the best person that you can be, and don't let anybody really dictate who you want to be or what you want to be.
I'm proud
Way to
of
go,
you,
David
dude.
and Sully.
How long does this program take to come along?
I think it started in 2009, Stephen, I read.
Yes, that sounds accurate. That sounds accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, it says it supports more than 3,500 people in securing meaningful work to date. So, Stephen, what type of jobs are offered? Like all kinds, I read, right?
Yeah. I mean, it really depends on the individual. It's really geared towards specifically what the passion of the individual is and what their skill set is. So, I mean, it can be anything from what David's doing as an activities coordinator to we have a guy who works at a coding place where he teaches kids how to code. We have a guy at the Torrance Airport where he works with planes because planes were one of his themes, aviation. So it all really just depends on the individual, but it can be anything and anything really. But we make sure that it's a really tight fit. We make sure that the ideal conditions of employment are met for the individual. We don't work with sub-minimal wages. We negotiate higher wages. Hopefully that's the goal. It really, like I was saying, just depends on the individual.
Do you all feel satisfied with the program so far? What you've accomplished?
Are you talking to myself or David?
Both.
Both.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, what I've seen in my year here at Easterseals, I mean, we're changing lives, and that is just so inspiring, I guess. I don't know. We're giving people, we're helping people achieve a meaningful life through meaningful employment. So that's been awesome to witness over the course of my first year. And David, I don't know if you want to elaborate on that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been absolutely incredible. The fact that I am an activity assistant right now is something that would have never been possible without Easterseals. Without Easterseals, without the help that I got to get this job throughout the time that I was looking for a job, I learned a bunch of different skills that I could use to help me get this position that I have now, that I didn't have before when I first started. So yes, it's been an absolutely wonderful experience.
That's awesome. Are there areas you think that the government can step in and help with this?
Say it again, Solly. Are there areas of the government that can step in and help?
But you think that the government can step in and help with this?
I don't know.
Like funding?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, that's hard to say. I can't answer that. Yeah.
We'll have to look into it.
Yeah. That's a great question.
Good question, Sully. Good questions. So, Stephen, how do you guys have social media? How can our viewers reach out? Is there volunteering? What can they do? What can we do to help?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, our website, yeah,
Okay.
it's a pretty expansive website, and it is Easterseals.com. Yeah.
Easterseals.com/Southern Cal.
That's it.
Yep.
Southern Cal. So, Stephen, so how did you actually get your job with them?
You know, that's a great question. What site I saw? I mean, I've obviously heard of Easterseals before. You know, we've been around for 100 years plus, but I remember seeing a posting on Indeed, I think.
Wow.
And they were advertising for this particular position. I've worked in this field for since 2010, and it just seemed like a great next step on my journey through, you know, in working in this type of field. So yeah, Indeed.com is how I became affiliated with the agency, and just kind of built from there.
And David, how did you find out about it?
Oh, you know what? It's been so long that I can't really remember, if I'm being completely honest. I think we were referred by somebody to Easterseals. So we were referred by someone, but I'm not sure exactly who.
It would probably be your case manager, David, at Harbor.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think it was. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep.
Stephen, what do you look forward to in the next few years there? What changes are you gonna
Gosh,
bring?
yeah. I just I want to continue seeing success stories like David. Let me just tell you a quick story about David. I was with David on his first day at the job. His vocational specialist, Ben, was out on, I think, Christmas break. Because David, you started in December of last year, right?
Yes.
So I was with David on his first day, and David was, I wouldn't say terrified, but he was very, very reserved. He was telling me that he wasn't sure about the position. He didn't know what he was going to do during his downtime, because there was a lot of downtime at the beginning, and that kind of made him a little uneasy. But cut to about a month later, I came back with Ben. And David, I don't think you saw me because I was kind of in the background, but I walked in and David was in front of a giant room full of seniors leading an activity. Like it was second nature to him. I mean, he was engaging the audience. He was eloquent. He was passionate. And it was just like a complete 180. It was a beautiful thing to see. And from what I understand, David, you're really thriving at the position. They love you there. So, yeah. But it was it was a rocky start, but I mean, he's thriving from what I understand. So yeah.
Way to go, David. Tell us a little bit about what you do on a daily basis.
So I run activities at Vista Del Mar. And those activities can range from running exercises to word games, maybe some trivia, running some arts and crafts, painting. If any of the residents need any help with anything in the activity room, I'm there to help them. I also try and do some reminiscing activities too, as well. I'm actually in the process right now of coming up with my own activities for reminiscing with the residents, trying to come up with some new activities for them to do.
Well, congratulations on that. That sounds so
Yeah,
cool.
that's
What
awesome.
a great job. I'm
Thank
jealous.
you very much.
Wow. Do you have anything else for us, Solly? Solly's out there in the west, on the East Coast in Georgia.
Not really.
You all good? I love your shirt with Mickey there.
I
Totally
thought that was
cool.
Mickey. I couldn't tell for sure, but yeah, that's cool. Is he golfing? What is Mickey doing?
Yes, the golf shirt.
It's a golf shirt. Nice.
Well, wow. Do you have any departing words for us, Stephen or David?
No, just I'm thrilled that David has been with his company for almost a year now, and he's thriving, and just the work that he and Ben did together is so inspiring. And it's really just I love seeing stories like this, and I'm glad we got to get together and talk about it because it's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, we're so excited that you're able to join us, and we will put all the sites in social media there. We'll get that from one of
I
our
have some
volunteers.
departing words for David.
Okay, go ahead, Sully.
Carpe diem, my dear. Seize the day.
Carpe diem, I like it.
Okay, way to go, Sully. Well, we appreciate you guys taking the time to talk with us, and I'm a big believer and been working with Vicky for a while, disability and SoCal. It's an amazing organization, and one day I'm gonna go work for them and Vicky. So that's my next goal.
Are you going to come down to the Strides for Disability Walk this weekend?
I'm gonna try, because it's like, oh, it's always such a fun thing. So I'm gonna do my best.
That'll be
I
awesome.
will be there, so maybe I'll see you.
Oh, you'll be there, Vicky. Great. We'll see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bright and
How
early
about
Saturday morning.
yeah, David? Are you coming out too, David?
I'm actually, when is it?
It's
Oh,
Saturday morning.
This Saturday.
Saturday, yeah, a little late notice, but you can make it. I'd highly encourage it.
I can try to make it. I do have some things going on. What time?
I think 7 a.m. is when it kicks off. 7 or 8. Yeah, early.
That's when there's sign-in and stuff, but I don't think anything starts happening right at the crack of 7.
Right. Probably closer
Yeah.
to 9, maybe.
8:45 is when the first walk actually starts. So
Okay, yeah, there you go. So we can get there a little bit before, though, to talk to some folks. So, all right.
If I
well,
can make it, I'll definitely see if I can.
hope so. Hope we can see you out there. All right, everybody. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us. And
Thank
we
you,
will
Judy.
get this
Thank you,
up.
Solly, David,
Solly.
Vicky. Thank you, everybody. And where can we see the
Thanks.
publication?
This is a HollywoodTimes.today. We have a YouTube channel,
Okay.
Hollywood Times Official, and we will actually be turning this into a YouTube video so that Vicky or any of you can use that if you want on your social media. So
Awesome.
I'll give it to our social person, Shelly. So
yeah, we'll get it edited or whatever it needs, and then we'll put it with Vicky's press release, and then it'll be there on YouTube as well. But we do appreciate so much you guys giving us the time, and thanks, Vicky, for having us as well.
thanks, Judy. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you Saturday.
Okay, and Sully, it's so
Thank
good
you
to
guys
see
for your
you.
time.
Keep up the good work.
Steven,
Sully.
I'm going to see you Friday. So
I'll see you Friday. Yes.
All right,
See you
guys.
Okay.
Friday.
Have
Take
have a
care.
good one.
Guys.
Have a good one.
Bye now.